Look who's in town. Look who's in town. Son.
And that's what's up.
And that's what's up. Got a cold front coming in this weekend.
You boy, come here, boy.
Marshall's ready for us to kill some deer.
You just want to sniff everything.
Yeah.
Hey, get him, boy.
There you go, boy.
Get him,
Got
boy.
some good ones on camera. Evan just got in town. We'll try to get it done this afternoon. Let's go.
We're gonna get it done.
All right, so Evan and I are sitting in the same property tonight. This is the corral plot property from last year. Evan's gonna sit in the woods by the feeder. There's a big old scrape line in there that's fresh. Deer movement pretty much every evening.
But it's management day.
Yeah.
Weekend.
I'm gonna sit the brand new Hawk blind in the feed, or in the corral plot. I'm gonna sit the brand new Hawk blind. I poured 4S roasted racks and some corn in there yesterday. Some of the clover's already coming up, so we're popping does, popping the first thing we see.
Massive does.
Yeah, getting rid of them. Hopefully Evan can kill a big buck this weekend, but we're basically going for the does. See what happens. All right, we're all set up, good to go. I'm sitting the corral plot property feeder tonight. Eli's sitting at the corral plot. We're not far apart at all, but a lot of deer in here. I'm gonna try and take out a doe or two tonight. We'll see what happens. There's still a lot of cover in here. It's early October, so all the leaves really haven't started falling off. So I feel good about this setup. I'm way high in the tree, and I've got a good clear view at the feed. So we're gonna sit tight and see what happens. It might happen soon. We'll see. All right, we're in the blind. 535. 22 to 25 yards to the corn. Wind straight in my face. So, hold on. Check. I don't know how much of this is coming through. But, Evan's getting set up. In back behind me. And the woods near the beater. So hopefully we have some deer movement shortly. Got a cold front coming in. Hopefully the deer start piling in here. Pretty much shooting the first thing I see. Well, it's about 6:30, and it's been dead so far. I hadn't seen a single deer yet. Pretty surprised. Eli hadn't seen one yet either. But they coming. I got a feeling they coming. Stay tuned. Well, it's dark in here already, but I could not get the camera on that deer when I shot her. I think there was two other deer behind her, and they kind of spooked. So she kind of ran over there towards them, and by that time I couldn't get my main camera back around on her, so I had to turn pretty hard in the saddle and kind of shoot behind me. But she did not make it very far. I'm probably only about 60 yards from my tree. Hi. Nice, dude.
Let's go. Dude, she barely made it anywhere. I let her just lay down over there. She was like 60 yards away. Look at this exit. We'll look at it in the truck. Alright, how we there?
Need help?
E3 nutrition, baby. That's what we do.
I'll do night number 1.
That's right. Alright, it's the morning of October 11th. Second sit on this hunt. I'm actually in the same tree I sat in last night. I shot that doe last night, put some footage up, but I couldn't get my main camera on her because she turned around and kind of got all the way behind me. So I had to spin in my saddle, basically do a 180, but ended up shooting her. Good shot, she barely made it, probably 50, 60 yards, piled up. But we're gonna try and get it done again this morning. Eli's sitting at the herd house. Hopefully one of the deer from the herd go down today. He's been trying to do that for a couple years now. And I'm just gonna sit back, stay quiet in here, and just wait to see. There are a lot of bugs moving in here. A lot of bugs. But I'm trying some new gear today. I got the Black Ovis Tuscarora quarter zip long sleeve on, and also their full length bottoms with obsidian foundry pants and a First Light Catalyst jacket, and I feel really good. I definitely don't feel cold. My hands are a little cold because I didn't bring gloves, but this Black Ovis stuff is pretty nice. So again, just gonna stay back, see what happens. A lot of deer in the area. It could happen for one of us this morning. Let's get it done. Alright, so I was just getting ready to back up, and Eli texted me and said the herd is here. So he's at the blind, what we call the herd house. There's a herd of mature does. Eli's been trying to kill for a few years now. So I'm gonna sit tight, and hopefully he gets it done. Maybe something will swing through here too. But I'm gonna sit tight till he texts me, and we'll see what happens. That was the herd. I've been hunting this group of deer for 3 And he finally shot one from the herd. Let's go. We're 2 for 2 so far on sets. I'm about to climb down that here and go to him.
Evan, bring the sled in. There's still a pile of deer in here somewhere. I think they all went in the thick stuff to bed down. That's funny.
Oh, I got that herd deer.
I hadn't even gone up there yet.
Huh?
I hadn't even gone up there yet.
Was she big?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, there it is, yeah.
I'd say that's looking pretty good. Complete bastard.
Let me see the fletchings.
Let's go back and find that blood trail.
Good. I don't think she's gonna be far, dude. Golf. Okay.
Ooh, that's a big doe.
He's pretty healthy, dude. Wow. Very healthy.
That's a big doe.
That is a big doe. Definitely one of the herd does.
She just came straight down.
Not far at all.
Not a good blood trail though, man. We heart shot her. Look at that.
Definitely a hard shot.
Pretty low.
Man, she's big, dude.
She's huge.
Good shooting.
I'm gonna go straight back up that way.
You wanna just drag her out there?
She's big, dude.
Real big. This is suburban hunting at its best.
Well, it's Friday.
Talk about from yesterday afternoon on.
Yesterday afternoon, we sat at the Crow Plot property. Evan shot one, smoked one last night. This morning, he sat there again because there's been good morning movement, and I sat at the herd house. Last year, I've been hunting this herd of deer. So weird for whitetails to run in this big of a group, but for like over 3 years. Couldn't get on them last year, had one encounter. Evan had an encounter, and this morning, it's the first morning of a cold front. It was 47 degrees. And we were about to get out at 9 a.m. and all of a sudden I hear them coming. They walked right by the blind. I had a little peephole and all I saw was heads coming by. So I flipped the camera on, got my bow ready, let them kind of settle in, and then we shot one. So heart shot her. She's a big, big girl. So we're gonna get her skinned up. And
Got a lot more hunting to do
we
this
have
weekend.
5 potential sits left.
All right, heck of a day so far. Saw everything from this morning. Eli got it done on one of the herd deer. What we do after that? Took care of that deer. We cleaned that deer. Then went and ate lunch with Allie and Boone and Walker. Then we went to Bass Pro. Had a great time there. The boys were running around on all of the boats in the back. What do they call it? Vehicle land or something?
Something, yeah.
Yeah, they
Vehicle
want,
section.
Yeah, they want to go see the vehicle sections. They were all over the four-wheelers and the boats and stuff, but it was fun. But we're going to a new farm now. Go check this place out. Might hunt there tonight, might not. Eli's been out there a few times. He'll probably make the decision.
We'll see what they got.
But we smelled
We already got deer back at the herd
Yeah.
house where I shot this morning. Just got a picture on my camera.
We're just kind of bloodthirsty this weekend, honestly, though. I'm
Well,
shooting.
we said we were going to kill a bunch of does last year, and we passed, and this year we're getting it done early, take a lot of pressure off.
That's true. We've already each shot one at 2 different locations too, which is good.
Yep.
2 different pieces of property. So
Cost me less in corn when there's that many mouths.
that's right. We're gonna try and get it done again tonight, though. We'll see what happens.
I want to lose my trash can, dude.
We got a mishap. Eli's trash can is flying out the back on this interstate. Oh gosh. I think just put a bag of corn in it. Woo, boy. Some Final Destination stuff out there.
Car's going fast, boy.
We'll see you next spring, boys. My goodness.
Alright, a little bit of a disaster getting set up here. I'm sitting on this plot. This is new property that I've never been to. Eli's only been here a few times. But this property is pretty much set up for like rifle hunting only. So finding a tree to get in, and the only reason I'm sitting here is because there was a lot of tracks in this plot. I'm not sure what I was planning out there, but it's a lot of leafy greens and a lot of tracks. So I'm just gonna sit back, keep an eye on this plot and see what happens. I can see most of it. Pretty nice view. 5:45. I didn't do an interview or nothing this morning. When I got in the blind, it was dead. Then all of a sudden, those deer started showing up. Basically shot them the first chance I got. Spent the day cleaning them, cleaning that doe, and hanging out with the fam. So tonight I'm in the saddle. This is a new piece of property. It is gorgeous. I got permission on. So this is my first time hunting out here. Evan's with me. We're on these food plots, on these power lines. We spent the this field behind me. 23 yards. I couldn't quite get my body situated in this tree either to draw back. I got another 45 minutes till dark. Maybe they'll come back out.
Quick recap, I got here Thursday night. I shot a doe at the corral plot property feeder. And then Friday morning, Eli shot a doe at the herd house, which is where I'm going tonight. Friday night, we went and sat a new property that Eli's got.
It's where you saw all the 12 to 15 deer I had on camera last night. Had two fat does in front of me. And one thing was my saddle setup, I couldn't shoot standing. The tree was really weird, so I had to get down on a knee and turn, and they were spooked by something behind me. Anyway, saw 12 to 15 deer, could never get a shot on one last night. So we took this morning, Saturday morning off, been tailgating with the fam all day at the Mercer game, and catch us up where we're at it.
So tonight, I'm gonna go sit the herd house. There was a good shooter buck, big body in there last night. Ran some does off at like 7:21 or so, which is right on the fringe of shooting light. So hopefully he'll come in a little bit before that. I'm actually gonna go put some 4S draw out, and Eli's doing the same at the corral plot property feeder because there's a ton of bucks in there too. They're all just coming in.
They're coming in at the last minute. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move further southwest, which is the direction of the wind tonight, so it should be blowing me in the right direction. I'm gonna try to catch them coming to the feeder. There's a big scrape line there too, so I think if I move a little bit, they might be staging up right there, and because you can't see where I'm gonna sit tonight, you can't see it from where Evan's been sitting in there. So I'm gonna move basically further back, hope to catch them coming sooner.
So that's Eli's game plan. There's still so many does at the herd house spot, so if I see a big mature doe, I'm probably gonna shoot one a night. But there are bucks in there too, so you really never know what can happen. Weather's nice, it's a little warmer than it was yesterday, but I think there's success in the future.
We've given the spot over 36 hours at this point, so about 36 hours, and there's been a pile of deer in there, so onward.
It's my first blind sit. Never sat in a blind before bow hunting, so we'll see how this goes. Golly, getting freaking wrecked by mosquitoes on October 12th on a cold front weekend. It's incredible, they're biting me through my shirt. 6 p.m. already. I got set up late, couldn't quite get to the height I wanted to in this tree. I'm watching a scrape. And where I think the deer are coming in here from, instead of sitting on the feeder. Still probably 40 yards from the feeder, 45, but I can't shoot it. Golly, hope these mosquitoes ease up. See what happens. Evan's at the herd house blind. He should get a shot tonight. Scrape. That's where I think they're coming from the hill. See if I can catch them slipping in or in. Dude, what a cluster this has been so far. Those are the ones that usually go well. I went down and went back to the truck and got Evan's thermocell out in the back. I couldn't have sat here for another hour and a half. Call me a wuss, I don't care. Just got the first picture of a deer about a half a mile away. There's a freaking coyote out here running around. I'm gonna pop him if he comes in here. But I think the deer start moving. Hopefully I hadn't boogered it up too bad in here. Not as high as I want to be.
Sunday morning. Eli's gonna go sit in the crowd plot blind. I'm gonna sit in the herd house blind, same place I sat last night. There's a buck in there right now though, so
It's a big ugly 7 that Evan's been willing to shoot all weekend. Maybe he'll ease out of there.
it's tough hunting in the mornings right now.
Yeah, deer been moving up until like 6 a.m. and then I don't know. Hopefully they'll swing back through there 8:15, 8:30. These properties, for some reason, right here where we're hunting, it's like 8:30. Everything flips and they start moving again. I don't know. It's in the back of a neighborhood. Maybe they're used to like people leaving for work and then they start roaming again. I don't know. But it's usually late movements. Usually really dead right at daylight. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I let the adrenaline get the best of me. I just missed that buck. He was about 23 yards, but it's so dark in this blind. My pins just were not lit up. I should not have taken the shot. Bad mistake on my part. It was a clean miss though, but I just couldn't see my pins. There's no light in this blind and they weren't lit up at all. There's plenty of light outside and I'm shooting, but inside, you just can't see anything. I mean, it's been 15 minutes probably, and I can barely see my pins now. So if I see a deer now, I can shoot him, but I shouldn't have taken that shot. I'm glad I didn't hit the deer and should not have taken that. Right over his back. We'll see if some more deer show up, but I doubt it. It sucks, but I'm glad again that I didn't wound the deer. And you gotta learn from that. It's only my second sit blind ever. Yeah, that was a big body, big mature deer though. Shouldn't have done that. We live and we learn. Alright, it's 8:40. I've been in here about 2 hours. Probably only gonna sit till 9 so we can make it to church. But I've seen 2 bucks, one little 7-point, and a spike. Nothing else. Bumped 2 does coming in here. Evan had a little bit of action this morning too. So, at this point it's kind of running out of time. Gonna give it about 20 more minutes.
Told y'all last night when I was getting destroyed by mosquitoes. Dude, I mean, on my back, my side, both shoulders, like 50 bites. And went down to the truck and got him his thermocell. Definitely bringing it tonight.
Alright, give us an update. This is our last afternoon hunt.
Last afternoon, we're back at the farm property we have access to do some doe patrol. I saw 12 to 15 here Friday. Evan saw 3. So we're gonna go sit the food plot that I sat. It's really long and narrow. The wind is really not that good, so we covered up with nose jammer, hoping the wind dies down a little bit and the thermals just take it straight up. But yesterday they started pouring out about an hour from now. So we just got a 100-yard walk to get up in the tree, so let's see what happens.
Alright, all set up back on the food plot tonight. A little bit of a cluster getting up here. Climbed a pine tree with freaking so many branches on it, but it's the best one I could find in the area. Then I was pulling my bow up, and my rope like got knotted, and then it jerked, and my bow fell to the ground. All the arrows fell out of the quiver, so I had to climb back down and get it. Might be a miracle if I shoot some, but we're here for it. Let's see what happens. 5:40. We're back. The new permission form. Doe patrol. This plot is really skinny and long. Last time I sat here on Friday, I saw 12 to 15 deer. Almost shot one out in front of me, but most of the deer came down on that east side over there. So tonight, me and Evan are actually both sitting this plot. He's about 200 yards down, maybe 150. Deer will probably start leaking out into it in about 30, 45 minutes. But I've got a corn pile at 25 yards with some 4S draw on it. So the cool thing is I'll be able to see once deer get in front of him, just about. And he'll be able to see deer down here. So it should be a cool sit. It's the last evening sit from a really fun weekend. Let's see if we can get it done. That's just a pond, I'm not sure.
What'd you do, son? You get you one? I don't know. Whoa, good gracious, boy, you blinded me. We're about to find out.
Let's go.
I think so.
Haven't done smoking one.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, she was popped.
Yeah. Let's go find them.
Yeah, it's right here somewhere. Right here, it's right here. Bloody.
Looks pretty good. Dudes, it's 9:20. The reason we're shirtless is because we were covered in chiggers. Evan, I did a little interview, you heard it. I watched Evan smoke this doe 150 yards away. Heard it, the thump, the pop. I mean, double lung. We looked at the video. I mean, smoked. 22 yards.
22 yards.
So, the original plan was we said we were going to go in, we're going to kill one early, we're going to get down and find it in daylight, come home and have some food. And Evan, what time did you shoot her? 7?
I have to look.
7:05?
Yeah. Right
And
around
I
7.
had deer in front of me, so I was like, well, maybe there are more about to come out in this corn pile. We'll give it 20 minutes, and maybe we can double up. And I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been greedy. Well, we waited 20 minutes, nothing showed up, so we got down in the daylight. But then, by the time we got to tracking the deer, it was dark, and I mean, specks of blood. I mean, barely any blood. And he smoked her. You're gonna see on the video. What do you think, Evan? I just don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Like Eli said, you'll see double lung, entrance perfect, so exit's gonna be down. So I'm not really sure what happened. But I think I heard her run out there and fall down and crash. So
We both heard her crash. We just don't know where.
and I'm not sure why she wasn't bleeding a lot.
With no blood trail and grid searching it dark though.
Yeah.
I have a 1.9 mile track on my Onyx in the area she had to be. I mean, like zigzag, covered up in blue track. I mean, there's not a green spot on there.
It was thick in there too, though, so you never know. She could have piled up in some crap. We'll never find her. But I really don't get it. I don't understand. But that's bow hunting.
That's bow hunting, and it's extremely frustrating. I'm clueless. I don't know.
We did kill 2 already, though, so it's not horrible.
Been a
But it
good
does
weekend,
suck.
but
It has been a
today's
good
just
weekend.
been rough.
Yep, it's been a real rough day for me. You'll see how that one started.
All right, onward.